Well, hello and happy Tuesday. I know it's been a minute, but I am busy. Things are going well, and I'm excited about what's happening, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to catch you up tonight. So, this is Tuesday Motivation and Conversation. And I just want to talk practically tonight for a few minutes. As always, these are not very long, unless, of course, I have a guest. But I just want to talk practically about um, the revealing of vision for you. Um, and I've been in some rooms as well as heard some sermons over the last couple of weeks that have really stuck with me, and that has really been probing at my thinking and my process about revelation. And the more I, think about it, the more it just really illuminates in my mind and in my heart and in my spirit. And so I just want to share some of those thoughts with you tonight. And hopefully it will ignite something in you, cause you to really think about where you are, what you're doing, and really think about your vision. Of course, I'm the vision girl. This is the thing that I do. This is my purpose, my calling, my area is helping people to get from revelation to manifestation, from vision to reality, with their business, with their book, with uh, launching. That could be life, and transformational clarity coaching, vision clarity coaching to be exact, because this is an area that, and of course, that kind of flows into some other areas of leadership and life situations and things of that nature. But I want to just talk practically about number one, being really clear about your vision is important, right? There was a message preached a couple of weeks ago, and one of the lines in that message was, God can't be recognized, he's revealed. Can only be revealed. And so it's the same way with our visions. God reveals himself to us and reveals the things, purpose, and calling to us. That's by revelation. Now, revelation is given, but it also has to be received. This is what often happens. We will get a revelation about something. God will give us a revelation about something. We'll see it. It could be in a dream. It could be a prophecy that's confirmed, um, about something that the Holy Spirit has spoken to us, and we don't really recognize it until that confirmation happens. However, oftentimes we will walk away from that revelation because it doesn't necessarily line up with what we see in the physical. Stay with me. Now, we often want to be able to see in the physical what we also see in the spiritual, or whatever that revelation is. We want to be able to have those two married together, and oftentimes they don't. They don't often come together. They're often two worlds apart. So, with that being said, what is revealed to you, you have to, number one, believe it, receive it, believe it, and then you have to be able to articulate it. This is important. In my vision room, where that's my coaching and mentoring program. This is the thing that I help to coach people to clarity on, and really be clear about where you are, what you're doing, why you are the person that is supposed to be doing what it is that you're doing, why it's unique to you. You have to believe all of that. You have to take into account that I'm doing what I'm doing because God chose me to do it. I was born with this innate ability, this gifting, this area, this crafting. And of course, over time, we pour into it, we improve it, we add academics to it, we continue to develop it. All of these things are important. However, you got to think about, why am I the one chosen or have the creativity and the ability to do this particular thing? Because God purposed and called you to do it. And so once you believe that you can do that, here's the thing, you're able to do it. Not only are you able to do it, but you're able to articulate it to a point for a person that has never met you, knows nothing about you, and you have a purpose and a calling and a passion for that area. You can articulate it in a way that they're like, yes, sign me up. I want to do that. I need your services. So it's important for those of you who are business owners, for those of you who are creatives, for those of you who are tapping into what you feel is your God-given ability, talent. Maybe you've been working corporate for years and now you've decided, this is what I really want to do. This brings me pleasure. This makes my heart glad. This makes my baby leap. I'm in heaven when I'm doing this. I don't feel like I'm working when I'm doing this. That is the thing that you need to cultivate. That's the thing you need to develop. That's the thing that you need to work on. And I would be willing to bet you anything. And I'm not a gambling woman, but I'd be willing to bet you this is the thing that has been just really giving you the blues in a good way, meaning it's constantly on your mind. You're thinking about it when you're shopping, you're thinking about it. When you're driving, you're thinking about it. When you're in certain environments, this comes up, right? You can see things that other people don't see in these areas. All of that's because it's something that is for you to do. You're supposed to be doing it. And because you have a heart and a passion for it, it's likely tied to your purpose and your calling. And there has been a vision revealed to you in that regard. You have to believe what that is, and you have to receive what has been revealed. Now, you can't trip with other folks and you can't be mad with other people because they don't get it and they can't really, see what you see. They will never see what you see because it was only revealed to you. And if it was only revealed to you, you are the only one that can cultivate it. You're the only one that can articulate it, and you're the only one that can demonstrate it. You're the only one. Now, can you train other people to do it? Can you share with other people? Absolutely, you can. But you are the one who has to actually be the one to articulate it and demonstrate it. And first of all, once it's revealed, you need to document it. So that's going to be important. These are the kinds of things that I talk about, coach through, and help to really cultivate the thinking of visionaries who are struggling with trying to get to that place of a fundamental structure and being able to really articulate what it is that they have been, that what has been revealed to them. So it's important that you really hone in on that. And not only that, but be willing to go the distance to do what it is that's required so that you can really tap into that area. Now, the other thing is this whole thing, of vision. It's for an appointed time. What does that mean? And what am I talking about? It may be revealed to you today, but it may be December of this year before you really begin to see the fruit of that. Because what happens is in between revelation and manifestation, there has to be articulation, documentation, demonstration, application, implementation. All of these things have to happen. Well, guess what? Those areas have phases. They have time parameters to them. And there may be one person that can document in a couple of days, and then they move on to demonstration and start to carry that out so they can have application, right? But there are others where documentation takes a minute because they have to get their thoughts together. They have to really determine if do I want to do this or do I want to do that? Some people are indecisive. So it takes a minute to get through these different phases. So everybody's manifestation or reality is going to be different. And the durations are going to be different. One of the things about vision is that you have to have patience and you have to have courage, right, to do the thing you do. And on top of that, the other caveat to it is everyone's strategy to getting to reality or manifestation is going to be different. Right? Everybody's strategy is going to be different. I can share with you techniques. I can share with you processes. I can share with you different perspectives about various types of strategies. However, it is going to be the strategy that's unique to you and the vision that's been revealed to you. This is so very key and so very important. So you can't throw in the towel. You can't say, I quit, I'm tired, because number one, you got to back up and say, okay, number one, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? That's the first question to yourself. Because self-management is going to be the first thing, developing your youth strategy. And listen, at any point in time, you can go to bridgetmoody.com and take the youth strategy course. And I've left this at an evergreen $47 because I think it's important to have this fundamental basic information to help you determine where you are and what it is that you need, because you have to make sure that the strategy works for you to be able to do what you need to do. So first of all, am I doing what has been revealed to me, am I doing what God has revealed to me, or am I trying to do what I've revealed to myself? Well, what in the world are you talking about now? Here's the thing. God gives us something. He reveals something to us for a reason, because he know how he made us, how he shaped us, molded us, created us. There's only one you. I say all the time, when God made Bridget Moody, he broke the mold. There's not another one. So it's the same for you. It's the exact same thing for you. So when that happens, you got to think about when you're struggling and you're just all this energy and you're just having a meltdown. Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I doing what God revealed to me, or am I trying to do I have revealed to myself? Because in the event you're trying to do the latter, that may be why you're struggling, because you're trying to accomplish something you should not have to be struggling as hard to do. And so it's important that you take the time to really analyze that part, self-evaluate and figure out, where am I doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing? And once you arrive at the place that you feel you're supposed to be, and you just settle in and you commit and you say, listen, I'm just going to do what it is that God's given me to do. And 9 times out of 10, you know what that is. You know, if you're doing the thing that God told you to do, or you're trying to do a thing you reveal to yourself that you thought was going to be more of a profitable business for you, or a profitable path or perspective, or whatever the case may be. It may be that God told you to write your story, write a book. It may be that God told you to come out of one area, one industry, in corporate, and go into another. It may be that God told you to leave corporate and to do the thing that he's called and purposed you to do. God may have told you to reveal to you to do ministry. I don't know what the revelation is, but you know what it is. And once you have settled into that and just said, okay, I'm committing, I'm surrendering, I'm going to do the thing that you've given me to do, I'm telling you, there are people assigned to you. And I say this all the time. So yes, you've heard it before. You're hearing it again tonight. There are people who are assigned to you because God created you to be an answer for somebody. Now, we can't all serve everybody, but we can all serve somebody. And there are somebodies assigned to you, and they can't move forward and do what it is God's called and purposed them to do until you do what it is that you are assigned to do. And I'll tell you this, and I'm going to wrap up tonight because I don't want to be very long. But when I first started consulting and really trying to find my way. Of course, I was doing this as a parapreneur alongside of my corporate entity at that time. And I was really trying to find my way. I knew I had the gift of administration. I've always kind of had that knack and that gift, but it has developed over time. It has increased over time. I've taken the time to really invest into developing myself and other areas of giftings that I have, and creativity and abilities. And I've always been a person of creativity. And so I've just began to explore that on a different level. But during the time that I was starting this consulting business, nobody was doing what I'm doing. And of course, there have been coaches and things, and people were doing things on these higher levels. And so I was like, I'm not going to try to charge that kind of money, because, nobody's going to pay to, have me serve them in that way, because my mindset and my belief system was based on a mindset of tradition and conditioned tradition, right? And so as a result of that, I couldn't see myself. I can see myself on that level. I can see myself serving in that way. However, I could see myself serving, and I would be more quick to serve for a little or nothing or free than to really place a value on the gifting and the creativity that God had given me. I stepped out on faith, and I was like, I'm going to do this. I've always been an in the weeds kind of a consultant. I like hands-on to help people get seeing things in disarray and helping those things come to fulfillment, coming to reality, coming to manifestation, gives me great solace, gives me joy. And so I began to just dive into it. And as time would have it, God began to just share other things with me and took me on this journey with the pen to paper. And I really took some time to really take some time and journal and write some things down. And as I was writing, God revealed to me what it was that I needed to do. And that was to package my passion. Well, packaging my passion translated for me after a while of really just praying and seeking God was pen to paper, because I was taking pen and paper and I was rolling this thing out. I was writing out what God was giving me, and my purpose was being revealed, and the things that I really enjoyed and my passion, all of that was being revealed in my writing. Right. And so as I began, I started with, 25 people. And a lot of times I would exceed that number. Sometimes I wouldn't get close to that number, but I never quit. I never quit. I kept going. And as I kept going, God gave me ambassadors. He gave me people that helped to get the word out, helped to share my message, and brought people into the environment where He gave me the creativity and the ability to share about pen to paper, being about purpose and calling, and really being clear about your vision and understanding Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. And to this day, I still stand on that same word. I still stand on that same scripture. And God has continued to reveal new perspectives and new revelation about this foundation of vision. And so I'm saying to you, take some time and really reevaluate and rethink your vision. Where are you? And this is something really I always encourage clients to do every 90 days. Take an assessment of where you are, what has gone well, what didn't go well. Did you accomplish the goals that you set out to accomplish? If you didn't, why didn't you accomplish them? What went wrong? What could you have done better? What direction could you have taken? Financially, where is it that you want to be? Write it down. Write it down. I'm telling you, writing it down is an element that helps you to retain. And when it comes before you, you can be in Australia. But if you've written something down, God will bring that thing back to remembrance and say, yeah, this is the thing that I ministered or I shared to you before. Listen, your vision has been revealed to you for a reason. You have been challenged and charged to carry out a particular vision. Are you doing that? Are you carrying that vision out? Are you giving it 150%? Are you doing everything within your power to do the piece that you need to do? God's going to do His part. But have you really sold out to doing your part? Have you gone all in? Have you given it everything you have? I'll quickly share this and then I'm done tonight. Just earlier this year, the end of 2022, coming into the beginning of 2023, I was really talking to God. I was like, God, I need a contract. I've been doing this thing for a couple of years now, 100% entrepreneur. And it's, I'm thankful and I'm blessed, but I just, I need to know what's the next thing, this, that, and the other. And as I began to just really sit and listen to what the Holy Spirit had to share with me, it was like, you don't need to do this, that, or the other. You just need to do what's already in you. And I began to sit down and I began to write down all of the things that I felt had been spoken to me and had been revealed to me. And I began to develop and create that. And as a result of doing that, I'm telling you, the floodgates began to open. Am I where I want to be? No, I still have some aspirations for a greater level, but I am so thankful for where I am. And so I'm saying to you, obedience is the key. Obey what God is giving you to do and take what it is that your innate ability is and craft that, cultivate that, hone in on that craft and really develop it, improve upon it, and do what it is that you do well. I mean, do it well and watch God take you to another dimension. And I'm telling you, will grow and you will flourish. And this is the other thing I want to say in closing. It matters not how old you are, how long it's taking you to get there, but get to that place of decision. Get to that place of really embracing the revelation, what's been revealed to you. And if you will do that, I'm telling you, life will be so much greater. You'll be able to get up and do every day what it is that you enjoy doing, and it won't feel like work. That's where I am today, and I'm grateful for it. Well, listen, this has been Tuesday Motivation and Conversation. Just wanted to share that with you. There's some travel and all sorts of things that are happening over the next several weeks. Matter of fact, months. So I may come on at different times. And but I'm going to definitely try to make sure that I'm here. I want to try to have some guests on over the next several weeks. But here's the thing, be patient with me, hang in there, check back periodic. If you don't see a posting or something sharing with you what's going to be coming up, just check in. And then just go back and watch some of the other YouTubes that have already been posted. But listen, thank you for being a subscriber. Encourage someone else to subscribe. Share this with someone else. It's always to uplift and encourage you. And hopefully the conversation will be motivational for you to do what it is that's been revealed to you. We'll see you next time right here on Tuesday, Motivation and Conversation.